Here are two skills that you're going to need to connect to your audience, to bridge that gap and make them feel what you're saying. Stay tuned if you're interested. Hello there, welcome back to The Prestige, your public speaking channel that's dedicated to helping you sharpen your public speaking and communication skills. I'm Precious. In today's video, we're going to be looking at two skills that you're going to need to connect to your audience. And with that being said, the first tip is showcasing your personality. You see, when you're talking to people, you're not just trying to pass information, you're trying to pass who you are. Have you ever wondered why people will say if you want to get to know someone, go talk to them? Sounds familiar, right? It's because when you're speaking, you're not just passing information, you're passing yourself across, you're passing value, you're passing who you are to the audience. So when you're speaking to a crowd, to a congregation, to a large group of people, to your co-workers, to your classmates, to your schoolmates, to your classmates, every time you speak to them, always make sure that you put a little bit of your personality into what you're saying. You know what? Here's an example of one of my lecturers in school having a TED Talk that breaks down how you should put your personality into your talk.
And we can continue that way. Let's look at another one. I like this one because it builds like what we have in the cage. It's just that in this case, some thought process went into it. Are you not seeing the water here? Okay, many of you don't know the cage. Sorry. You can see the background, but these are houses. You say what? Resembling to real life habitat homes. You know the way walls move around and enter different holes. If you see where rabbits live, they dig deep. But how many of you know?
Did you see what he did there? Now, if you looked at his visual very closely, you would see that one of the things he did was the way he carried himself. And this is not even a stage play. This is actually how he carries himself in real life. He's a very prestigious individual. You know, so when he speaks, it's really, really interesting how he carries that charisma and passes himself across, not just what he's saying. Tip number 2, make them laugh. Now, the most valuable people on earth are anyone who can make you happy. So, if you're going to be speaking to your audience, one of the most brilliant ways to engage them and connect with them is to make them laugh. How can you do that? You can use a joke, like an inside joke, something that you and the audience would definitely understand, something that you and the audience can definitely relate to. It doesn't have to be too funny, it doesn't have to be too long. You can incorporate it in a story, you can incorporate it in an event, anything that your audience can relate to make them laugh. Check this out.
I'm picking buildings that will stir up your imagination, because going by what we see around here, it's not everybody that gets to travel around the world. But for somebody like me, I've been to several continents on my phone.
Did you see what happened there? You see, the way he made that joke, it wasn't something that other people can understand, but it was something that him and the audience could. So he was able to make a joke out of something that everybody could easily relate to, both the other lecturers who were there and the other students like myself. With that being said, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for clicking in. Make sure you click that subscribe button, give us a like. Oh, and don't forget, if you're not following me on my social media handles, go there, do it on Instagram, Facebook, you have it right here. And by the way, Jesus loves you.